Okay, we do.
Okay, we're going for it.
Up different way.
Let's go for it. So let's have a look. We
Okay.
are.
Wasn't that live?
No, that wasn't live. No, but it saves
yeah.
it saves it before, and then you can post it up afterwards. So good evening, everyone. Just
Good evening.
running Rachel through the live stream, and you can go
I haven't
live
watched
before
it.
you can actually
Yeah,
go
correct.
live. Which I'm not sure if everyone knows that, but you just obviously test out to make sure that everything's working and whatnot just before. Otherwise, you go live and something's not working well. So you kind of just test out a little bit before. So good evening to everyone who's just tuned in, and yeah, this evening's live stream.
One more week left here in South Africa.
One more week left in South Africa, and
next week, it's Wednesday today. I got a little bit lost with the days now. Yeah, we will be in Namibia next week this time.
Yeah, so time is going.
Yeah.
Time has flown here in South Africa. It really, really has. And yeah, I think it's nice to have been back in South Africa. You know, it was gone for a lot of months, and the time has literally 2 months has disappeared. Like I don't know where it's gone. And yeah, so greetings to everyone who's just tuning in online. Obviously, this evening, what the live stream is about. I think this must be the live stream number. I'm gonna guess. If anyone knows what live stream number this is, if you
6
while you're watching, no, it's got to be live
8?
stream number 12.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
live
you
stream number
started before I
12,
started
maybe.
watching.
Yeah, I think I
That's
started the
right.
live streams before Rachel started watching the live streams or being part of the live streams. And I must make sure I don't stare at my camera the entire time, and you kind of set my camera up better so I'm not staring at my laptop screen.
Oh, I did this. So,
Yeah, do the same. You're either looking at the laptop screen, which makes us look down, or we look up, or we look at the prediction. So,
yeah. But tell them what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so this evening we're talking about going to Windhoek, first altitude camp of 2021. Whenever, long time. It feels like we haven't been on a camp in ages.
Well, we haven't been on a camp since last year, Namibia. That was the last time we went on a training camp, actually. No, not actually. That was the last time we went on a training camp. So that's the longest time not going to any camps for me since I started doing triathlon. It's going to be weird to train with other athletes again.
I don't know. I think triathletes don't actually know what a triathlon is anymore for some athletes. Because, I mean, the guys from Australia and New Zealand,
they've done local races.
They did local triathlons, but I think on an international stage, the last time they raced against international athletes must have been ages, long time ago.
They probably raced more often than us, actually.
Yeah.
But maybe
more locally than internationally. And yeah, so obviously this live stream is about going to altitude, training camp, and we'll make some awesome footage there. I'm going to try and buy a drone. Rachel doesn't want me to buy a drone. Write in the comments down if you think I should buy a drone.
No, I do understand why I would buy it and make some nice footage. It's just that it's hard to do all the training and make the videos. It's already hard enough. And then also like play with your drone and stuff. It's going to be even
yeah, I agree that
more time
getting a drone is going to be it's a big investment, and definitely I think it will make some awesome shots for the videos.
Oh, it will definitely if you're allowed to fly, because you can't fly.
Yeah, but I can fly in Namibia, and when it gets to the Netherlands, it's going to be no fly zone.
You reckon? Because
in
Windhoek we're staying at the airport.
That's true. We're staying at an airport.
It's a mini airport, so you don't really the planes. It's just small planes every now and then. But I don't think you can fly there.
I'm quite sure I can fly a drone next to an airport in Namibia. Quite sure. I'm quite sure. No, I think they might shoot my drone down. Or I've actually heard about eagles in the Netherlands and in European countries attacking drones to take drones down that people fly in.
But I'm not surprised.
In areas where you're not supposed to have a drone. But we're kind of getting away from the Namibia and getting to drones.
You are getting away from Namibia.
I'm getting away from Namibia and getting onto drones.
Who's going to join in Namibia?
Yeah, so the athletes joining in Namibia, we're all being tested for COVID before. So if anyone wonders why we're training with other athletes, everyone's going to be corona tested before they come to the camp, which is great. Especially from Rachel and my side, I've seen 3 people since I've been in South Africa. So it's been very weird. I felt like usually I come back to South Africa and I see my family, see friends, we go out, we have a beer, we have a good time.
It's weird to stay on such a long distance. You just maybe give yourself like knuckles and you keep your mask on and you just awkwardly sit backwards just to try to stay as far as possible. Yeah. It would be nice to train with other athletes again in Namibia. But I ask you, who's going to join?
Who's joining to Namibia? That's a good question. All the Dutchies.
Well, all, yeah.
Most of the Olympic Dutchies. So Jorik van Egdom, Mark van der Stel, Jetse Platz, Quinty.
Andrea Dilsay,
Andrea,
marathon runner.
she's a marathon runner from the Netherlands as well. So Jordi and Louis, our coaches, will both be there, which is great. So they're all flying in from the Netherlands.
Yeah, Donald.
Donald, and also an American athlete, Tony Smogovic. I'm not sure if I said your surname correctly, from America. So I think it's going to be... Whoopsie, let's have a look what's going on here.
You made it small, now I can't read.
But
so no, they will be joining, and it's gonna be nice again, especially for you, because I always have someone to train with. I mean, someone who's faster. Although if you're having a bad day in the pool like yesterday, then I swim in front. But like today, it was the other way around, and you swim in front. So I always have someone to train with. You've got me to train with, but I don't push you enough, I think. I know you think about that differently, but I think you need some other guys to push you a bit more. Me too.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's always
for both of us. It's good.
It's always good to have some other athletes to train with, and yeah, definitely pushes you a little bit in some regard. We've been training just the two of us, so to have someone else to train with is going to be very, very cool. And sorry if the stream is having an error, something about the stream being a bit delayed or a bit. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, hopefully the stream is still alright. And yeah, it should change. It might just be the internet that's a little bit up or down, but yeah, it should be alright. Yeah, and so going through to Windhoek, it's going to be pretty
long
warm
camp,
there.
Actually, normally we go only for like 3 weeks, and now we're planning on going for 4 weeks.
Yeah, so we're going to be in Windhoek for 4 weeks, so a little bit longer than usual, and then we're going to be doing a second camp in Windhoek as well in Namibia. So we're going to become part-time residents of Windhoek.
Because the roads there are so challenging to ride.
Yeah, I think there's 2 roads we can ride on in Windhoek.
And maybe 3 if you want to risk it a little bit.
If we want to risk it and maybe get hit by a truck or car, then we can go onto the road that goes towards the airport. Yeah, and I think we're going to live on Downfall, which is like kind of a rolling hill that goes out of Windhoek. Great for cycling. You're going to see some awesome footage while we're there. Rachel's going to be doing so much footage.
Oh yes,
she's so keen. I'm going to get the coaches to get some cool footage.
I don't mind doing like live streams and making videos and stuff, as long as it's not like right now. Like when I wake up, like this morning, you're like, "Oh, Rachel, can you make a video?" I'm like, "No, I just woke up." So that's a no.
Sometimes you don't, obviously, yeah. There's a time and a place to film things, and not always, not every day. But we try and get some good filming in while we're there in Windhoek, and get everyone a good view of what it looks like to train at altitude, what we do during altitude as well.
It's going to be different this time because we have no races like so early as usual. Like normally we race straight off altitude, so you probably do a bit more like specific training. You only have races later in the season.
Yeah, no, so I think, well, it's going to be interesting to see how we go with the coaches there, the first camp, seeing that there aren't any major races in the first kind of 3 months of this year, really. So, yeah, obviously the camp might be a bit more chilled compared to other years. We're not going to go out flogging track sessions and stuff immediately.
We have the training already, but I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I think things get adjusted. We usually sit down with the coaches when we're there, and we look at kind of how the training's been the last couple of weeks, and then what we're going to do moving forwards. And we're obviously in a camp, but there's obviously specific things that we need to get done in training, and other things that other athletes need to do as well. So it's kind of like a mixture of both training. We're also going to make a video on how Rachel and I train together, because a lot of people have asked, how on earth do Rachel and I train together? Yeah. Very interesting situational
it's
scenario.
It's actually quite simple. I just sit on your wheel and swim behind you.
No, don't give them all the info.
That's just the video. Okay, you don't have to watch that one then. No, that's not true. Not always.
No, I think it's I think it's always an interesting situation on training, and yeah, we're able to train together. And yeah, so we'll make a cool video about that. Also, I recently just made a video on breathing, how to breathe while training. So if you want to go ahead and check that one out, that would be super cool.
I haven't actually watched that one yet.
That's okay.
I would have had some tips.
Maybe you can get some. Yeah, I mean,
too late now.
I try to give some tips. The video's online, so you can watch it whenever you want. It's not going to be deleted. So
they would just don't know what I would do.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, unlucky.
You didn't have time to do it. I had to just make it.
I'm joking.
Because unfortunately, the
that
time
will
is
be
time is of
for
the
another
essence.
time. Another time.
Yeah. So let's just say hi everyone to here online. Let's see what everyone thinks about the drone, because I've seen lots of people commenting drone.
Everyone will say get a drone. You don't even have to read it. Everyone will say get a drone.
Okay, Luke Fennell was first online. That is great, Luke. Last time we missed you. I was wondering where Luke was, so I'm glad you tuned on first, Luke. And you commented first, so that's also a big perk. As I said, I'm going to have to give you and Good Job something at the end of during this year. So I might sign T-shirts and send to maybe 1 or 2 of the top fans of this channel. You can become a member of this channel as well. I've got now 3 members on this channel, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's just a start. I was a little bit hesitant to make memberships on this channel. Let me know what everyone thinks about memberships, how much you'd be willing to pay to be a member of this channel. There are different perks and things as well, so you do get a yearly shout out if you are the top member, and you can tell me what you would want me to say, within reason, obviously. And so yeah, once a year you'll be able to get a live stream shout out, or sorry, a video that's permanent shout out. And yeah, kind of there's the middle of the range one, which is a bit cheaper, and then kind of the low of the range one where you obviously in the community tabs and stuff, you get a comment or piece of advice every now and then in the community tab, which not everybody can see, so only for members. Yeah, so there's a couple of perks out there. Still working on some other things. And let's go through all the peeps here that are online. Greetings to everyone if you've just tuned in to the live stream. Sorry if it's not super smooth this evening. I see it's kind of struggling. I'm not sure why. Let's actually take a look here. To maintain smooth streaming, such as viewers will experience buffering. Oopsie.
Oh well.
Poor stream settings this evening. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry if the...
Still, after so much life experience.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, sometimes with a live stream, things just don't work perfectly. And
that's fine.
In Africa, nothing works perfectly.
We have electricity, so...
We've got electricity, so we can be happy with that. And if you can hear the sound, that's all that really matters. The picture comes second. So let's take a look here. Here's hi, Stian Hansen. I'm not sure which country you're from, Stian. You can do the next one. We can do one-on-one questions if you want. And
then, where did you go? Yeah, I don't know that one. D3V, 1L, and something more says
G4M3R says hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi there. That's an interesting name you've got, that's for sure. VM Janssen van Rensburg says hi.
Vihan. Also hi.
Francois Savello, greetings from France.
And Good Job.
And Good Job is online. Yes, Good Job. How are you doing this evening? Paul Williams, hi. Paul, how are you doing?
Luke. Yeah,
Luke, sorry, only 1 week left. Luke, we're going to Windhoek, Namibia. So altitude training camp. We're looking forward to that.
And Wikipedia.
Van
uit Nederland.
Uit Nederland. Hi, Wikipedia. Good evening. Francis Savello, are you planning to race one of the French Grand Prix next season? No, unfortunately, we're not really planning French Grand Prix.
But you never know. You never know how the year goes. But so far, we don't have any races of the French Grand Prix.
No, unfortunately, no French Grand Prix planned this year yet. We're going to see how the year goes, really.
I haven't done a French Grand Prix race in a long time because our years are always quite full, and France is not... Like, we race the Bundesligas, and they're much easier to reach from where we live, because we live close to the German border. So if you're from the south of the Netherlands, then French Grand Prix are maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah, so for up-and-coming athletes that want to race events, I would say look at the Bundesliga triathlon events, look at the French Grand Prix events, look at some
nice events.
European Cup races. I think they're really good for juniors to start. That's where I started, Bundesliga racing, French Grand Prix racing, African Cups, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So it looks like it has got, all of a sudden the internet has gotten faster. So it might just be our internet band that slowed down a bit this evening, but hopefully the sound is good. And we're just checking the comments to see if everyone can hear us loud and clear. Buy a drone. Oli Delport says, buy a drone for sure. Good job. What is the purpose of an altitude training camp? So we're going to make a video on why we go to altitude, because how altitude training can help you, or something along those lines. I'll think up of some catchy thing. Rachel's coming up with some pretty awesome titles for some of the videos. So some of the videos, Rachel came up with the titles. My brain's trying to figure out how to make the video.
Not all of them. Sometimes I wonder, why did you write that? So those ones, if you wonder why did he write that, that was him.
She's full of trouble, eh? She's full of trouble. I mean, I thought it'd be nice getting you onto the live streams, but she's just going to abuse me.
No.
On
Well,
our
is it-
live stream.
Do you want to quickly answer the purpose of an altitude camp, or you want to make a video about
We'll
that?
make a video
Okay,
about that
we'll
because
make a
I think
video.
some questions kind of
Yeah.
it would be good for other people to kind of be able to continue watching that, because I think in the live stream there's only certain people that get that information, whereas if I make a video, that'll be purposefully on there for people to kind of go through and to watch. So I think some of the kind of real good content things deserve their own video.
No, I agree. We can do that.
And in Namibia we'll do that. We might not be able to talk for so long because there's less oxygen, so we might be talking.
You mean less Wi-Fi?
And there's like practically zero internet there. So there's probably going to be no live streams whatsoever in Namibia for a few weeks. So this might be the last one for a good long time. I'm not sure. So
We should be figuring out something. We'll figure out something.
Yeah. If you're tuning in and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please immediately go and subscribe right now, because you don't want to miss out on any of the epic stuff coming out in the next few weeks. And yeah, like this video as usual. If everyone can, that'll do huge help the channel so much if you can do that. Definitely helps with a lot of things. So let's go through now some questions. See a lot of questions here this evening. Thank you, everyone.
And everyone wants you to get you a drone. So.
Everyone says drone. Drone, buy a drone.
Yep. Vote a drone. Okay.
Yeah, vote on a drone. We need a poll.
Yeah, everyone will vote drones.
I think. How long is the break? Gonzalo says, how long is the break that you both take when training? How many days? All the best from Spain. I think I mean kind of off season. How long we take off season?
This year was longer than usual.
Yeah, that's true. This season we kind of took about 4 or 5 weeks about. It was weird because we still do some training, and I did that 5K, this 10K PR running race in the break, sort of. So it was kind of interesting, but at about 4 or 5 weeks, Gonzalez is about the answer, I would say. There's a question from Julian Burku. I'm 14 and I think I'll beat you in 10 years.
Well,
I'll be retired by then, so unfortunately you're not going to have your chance unless you're going to race World Series the next 3 years.
I hope
Julian,
I hope he will beat you in 10 years. You know that?
If he beats me in 10 years, he's 24.
When you're 42 years old.
If I beat you when I'm 44 or 42 and you're 24, that's going to be pretty sad on you. Sorry, I'm just saying. But, you know.
So good luck. Keep
training for it, Julian. Here's a question, 249 1K. Oh yeah, that was from the video that I made. Just down the road, you're running around the church, testing some shoes out that I wasn't
one of your first videos,
supposed to be testing.
Yeah, too late.
You know, such it is. Luke Fennell, memberships are great, though they are pretty expensive. I would love to be a member, but I don't have the money.
I can imagine.
Well, Luke, I think you got to go and beg your dad, Luke, because
he's already a big fan. I think that's very important.
I think, Luke, it's like about, what is it, like 50 Rand or something for a month to sign on?
Yeah, okay, but money is money.
No, I know.
I can imagine.
Like, you're supposed to be supporting the channel,
I know,
Rache.
but kids, for kids, it's more difficult.
Yeah, but imagine they get content that not everyone can get for that. So
that is true.
If you get content, it's like being coached. And when you're a member, then you can get some inside information that not everyone will get. So, I mean, I do some mentoring with some athletes every now and then. So this is kind of like mentoring on a little bit of a larger scale. Yeah. So I think it's got to be, you've got to be able to get something in return for memberships. It's not like you sign on and you get nothing, because why would you do that? I mean, I wouldn't do that. So you've got to get something in return for what you're paying. I agree with that. Clement says hi from Slovenia. Hi, Clement. How are you doing? Some interesting names. I find it interesting. Like, every country's got different names, and sometimes they're hard to pronounce. I mean,
say with my name.
Rachel or Rachel. Her name is Rachel in the Netherlands, if you didn't know that.
It still sounds different when you say it, but it's getting better every year.
Is it getting better? I hope so.
Yeah.
Here's a question from Ollie. Let me just zoom in here, Ollie.
I have my first race this year on Saturday. It's also provincial champs. Do you have any advice? Well, enjoy is of course the biggest advice. That means the first race of the season. Well, provincial champs sounds pretty important.
Yeah.
So
no, I think the first thing is to say I'm very jealous, Ollie, that you're getting to race, because races are getting cancelled here. So it's great wherever you are, Ollie, that you're getting to race. Delport might be Australia or might be something like that. Yeah, let us know where you're from, Ollie. But yeah, best of luck. I think advice on that would be, if it's, I'm not sure how many triathlons you've done,
Exactly,
but
that's
just
always
go
difficult.
into it. Your first race of the year, no pressure. Do what you can. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't go well, try and learn on what you didn't do well and try and kind of fix that for the next time. I think that will be the best advice we can give you. Here's a question from Fani Duplice. I'm supposed to pronounce that correctly.
You should be able to pronounce it.
I can't pronounce Afrikaans things. Sorry, I'm not Afrikaans.
Sorry, I'm kind of
Dupree. I
making
think it's
your
Dupree.
Afrikaans words. We're trying to let you speak some Dutch.
It's
in it, so.
Dupree here. Great to watch your videos from Brackenfell. Good luck with training. Thank you, Fani, very much. Sorry I pronounced your surname completely wrong. That's my bad.
And then Tony?
Here's a question from Taman Tony.
Why do you use Polar and not Garmin watch? Well, we both use Polar, and I like especially the fact that the heart rate is very accurate. Also now with the Vantage V2, everything is actually very accurate. Like when we run together, and we just after an hour and a half, ask them how far did you run on your watch, they basically say the exact same thing. So they're super accurate. And they're very light. Like the new V2 is very light. So even if you've got bigger wrists or smaller wrists, I really like the fit and stuff out of it. So
yeah, so I think obviously the heart rate, we're very heart rate orientated when training a lot of the time, and we've been using Polar for many years. The watch that we do use there's a link in the description, so if anyone wants to go and purchase or look at the watch or any of the equipment that we use, from my camera to mic to everything else, it's all down in the description, and you can look. There's a thing through there, it heads through to Amazon, and you can take a look. So if you get worried when you head to Amazon, don't worry, that's normal. But we like heart rate training, and Polar, we've used them for many years. So
I haven't used something else since I started in triathlon. So yeah,
I think it's good to stick with what you're used to. That's the thing. Don't change anything drastically. The more you use something, the better you become at using it, and then you get the most that you can out of the piece of the device or thing that you've been using. Chris from Van Lent. Not Chris from Van Lent, it's Chris Van Lent. Just finished my first marathon 2 minutes ago. Wow. And you tune into the live stream. You're a superstar. Don't sit for too long,
Well, how
Chris.
fast did you go? Did you have a good time for yourself?
Yeah. What pace did you run, or how fast did you go, Chris? It's a question from Sofian Bilal. I don't speak English very well. That's okay.
Fine.
Don't worry about it. We don't speak. Where do you think Sofian is from?
I have no idea. Well, I only speak Dutch, English, and I understand German. Speak a little bit of German, a little bit of French, but then it's done there. So
which country do you think she's from?
I have no idea.
Sofian, I think Slovakia, Slovenia, maybe. Sofian. If anyone knows where that name's from, drop it down in the comments. That'll be cool to know. You're learning new names here all the time.
Yeah.
I have 24 years. That is great, Sofian. Scott Black, have a great camp. Thanks, Scott. Ollie shot for all the comments. What's your favorite shoe? Nike Pegasus. Oh my goodness, we get our first super. Thank you. Good job for the super sticker. That is very, very cool of you. Thank you very much. I think we have it. I was wondering when I'd get a super sticker or something, because it's been so long. I think I've only had about 4 for my entire channel.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah,
you make his day.
You made my day. Thank you. Thanks for the €2.29. That is awesome. You didn't need to do that. Good job. But cheers for that. So favorite shoes, Pegasus. Ollie, I use the Nike Pegasus. Bought full price. Not sponsored by any shoe company.
I am definitely not what you like.
Rachel's sponsored by 361. I can say whichever brands I want. Nike, Adidas.
So that's the only thing we kind of different. Like shoe sponsor and bike sponsor, but for the rest, we've got most things similar actually.
Yeah, I think most of them are similar, but I'm a huge fan. Let me just take the time here. Yeah, we've got another 7 minutes before the camera goes off. But I figured out.
I need to turn on the oven. When the camera turns off, I'll turn on the oven.
Okay, when the camera turns off, Rachel's going to go and turn the oven on, because we haven't had dinner yet. So we're doing this live stream before dinner for everybody on YouTube. Yeah. There we go. Let's get to some more questions here. Thanks again. Good job for the first super sticker of this evening. Very cool of you. Yeah, Luke also wants to know how fast Chris van Lent went. Let's guess, how fast did Chris van Lent go? I wonder if he's still on.
I don't know. It doesn't matter whether you run 3 hours or 2 hours or.
My guess is 125.
That's fast.
That's quite. I'm backing Chris here.
It really depends. That's really fast. I don't think so. But it doesn't matter. It really depends on what you've done in the past, and if you work hard for it, doesn't matter if it takes you 2 hours, then it's still amazing. So. Okay,
but let's have a look. Chris has got it right. I want to see what. Now I'm really interested.
Then you need to scroll down.
No, but just wait a second. We've got to get other comments. You can't just leave other people waiting, right?
No, I know, but you can sneakily look.
So Luke, he's told Luke. He said it went fine. Chris said to Luke, it went fine. Didn't prepare well. That's okay. Sometimes you just got to send it. It's all about the send, you know. I think we got to go for end of next year. I want to go for half marathon. It's going to be so painful. Would you watch a video of the entire video of a half marathon if we made one?
I only like doing races if there's more people racing.
No, but why don't we try and get a race and we get someone to film the race and then we can post the race?
That's possible.
Would you do that?
That's possible.
Would everyone like to see Rachel go for her 10K PR? We'll organize some other top runners.
Hey, I ran a half marathon PB this year.
Oh.
It was only my second half marathon ever, but yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. Make sure that we got. Oh yes, chocolate Sterry Stumpy. There we go. Massage gun. What? Let's have a look here. Stream is fine over here in US. America's always first. That's. But
he's asking, what do you typically do for post-training recovery?
What do we typically do for post-training recovery? Chocolate Sterry Stumpy, we usually...
As well.
Yes, we did that in the last video. We smashed a Sterry Stumpy during the ride because it was so long.
I preferred the chocolate one better than the
there were no chocolate Sterry Stumpies left.
But
so the next best Sterry Stumpy is strawberry.
Okay, but on a serious note... If we are at home...
If we're at home, good nutrition, eating is... Oh, there goes.
Let me quickly turn the oven on.
Okay, Rachel's going to turn the oven on quickly. I'm going to just quickly remove the cable here because this... camera needs to be plugged out and then re-plugged in. So sorry everybody if I lose you for a second here. There we go. We're back online. I've only got. I'm gonna get the ovens on. So that's good. And yeah, sorry I lost you there for a second. The camera only gives me half an hour, and then we run out of
battery life.
We ran out of battery. Well, not battery. Just my camera's got to switch off at half an hour. I've got to figure out how to override that. I'll get there.
That's okay.
The picture's looking... Is the picture looking better? Because I think the picture's probably the best so far since we've had, apart from the picture in the background. That's all.
This one?
Left, right, left.
This one or...
Well, both. You know what? That gives a little bit of color, so that's good.
But yeah, back to your recovery stuff.
So massage, nutrition, hydration.
Red Bull.
SIS, Red Bull.
Like when we were riding today... I was like, it's warm, and I wish I had a cold Red Bull now.
Yeah.
But we didn't have it now. But they're in the fridge, but it's a bit too late now.
And where's the massage gun at? We've got to show everybody the massage gun.
Because that's where I used it last.
Link in the description as well if anyone wants to look at the massage gun. 20% off as well, which, yeah, is a pretty good deal. And yeah,
use the code Rachel.
Use the code Rachel
no, you cannot say.
RD Murray. In the checkout if you want for the Ultra Recovery.
Yeah, or just give us a message if you forgot.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that one massage is good, and then obviously rest, recover, take it easy. I think the real important thing after training is to get the legs up as soon as you can, and make the wife do the dishes. I think that's. No, I'm joking. Actually, I did the dishes. She cooked it.
So by watching these videos, you support us, him doing groceries and me cooking.
Yeah, so by watching and tuning on these live streams, so if anyone wants to know how much we make on these live streams, I make about $10 or $12 on each live stream. So it's not a lot of money made on live streams, so it's more about kind of...
It's just nice to interact with people.
Yeah.
Now, especially with Corona, you can't really, so then we just do it like this.
I sometimes wish one day that people could actually talk on the live stream. So they have a question, you can click and you can hear what the person has said, and the person you can accept it.
Zoom or...
Yeah, but apparently there's a thing called Twitch and those things where people can actually tune on live. If anyone would want to do that, let us know. We could actually get maybe...
Sometimes a guest.
We could get a guest one day where you can literally take your cell phone and we can tune you in. And so maybe there'll be a lucky guest. We might have something with the memberships down the line that we can choose one lucky member that can do a live stream with us. then you've got to make sure you've got to be ready to answer the questions and, well, hopefully speak some English, because I mean my other language like Chinese and Spanish and those things was not that good. But let's have a look here. Some more questions. Trickopedia, looking forward to do an interview with both for the Trickopedia towards Olympic Games. That would be wonderful.
So.
I haven't done very many of those actually this year because, well, there wasn't the Olympics really. I mean last year. I keep on saying this year still, but we're in 2021, everyone. So there's another question from Clement. How long did it take you to progress to pro level? Is it reasonable for a 26-year-old to believe they can climb the ranks one day? My 10K PB is 38 minutes. Such structured cycling this winter. I started structured cycling this winter. I think at the pro level, you know, I don't ever like to say somebody can't make it. You know, I believe that if you want something, go for it. You know, you can't wait in life to say, oh, I want to try and do this, and oh, maybe I'll do that. Just go and do it. Just give it a try. You know, especially.
But be realistic, because
you need to be.
It's hard to make money and live of it if you're not like the best, one of the best. It's the truth.
No, I completely agree. I think you know, if you're 20, I would say if you're 20, 22 or somewhere around there and you need to work, it depends on your discipline. I always say, like, if your swimming is really bad and you're 20 or 23 or something, it's going to be very, very hard for you to climb the ladder. Bloomers. But then again, some people who start late in their career, maybe perhaps long distance more so than short distance. But yeah, I think as a pro, you need to be able to run really fast naturally to a certain degree. Come from a running background to you know, to do well in ITU or in short course racing, and then you need to be a reasonable swimmer. The cycling you can work on. So yeah, I think that's one thing I know. There's a lot of athletes that come from the swimming background or running background can always, you know, build into triathlon. But if you just come from cycling, it's probably a lot more difficult, really. So yeah, but yeah, I don't think yeah, always believe that you can do something. I think that is the first biggest thing at starting to get into it. Good job.
Do you think the Olympic distance athletes need to do sprint distance triathlons to get better? It's funny because we were talking about that this morning, that I said I used to be like a fan of Olympic distance, and I'm starting to become more fan of the shorter distance, because shorter distance are mentally maybe a little bit easier, because you know where you're at, you know the finish is coming soon. Like 20Ks on the bike is only so long, so you can like tell yourself, okay, like I need to give it all now. Or but if you do like 40Ks, it's much longer. But yeah, absolutely, I think it's good, especially when you're younger, to start with the shorter distance. To first, yeah, get the feeling of what a triathlon actually is and how to do all the disciplines, and yeah, get the hang of it before you go longer distance.
Yeah, I definitely think like starting off super sprint distance stuff, it's definitely like a stepping stone towards longer distance events. It definitely obviously helps keep your speed a bit longer. I think when you're younger, you want to be doing short, snappier stuff. Obviously, that's more connected to your body type. Or, but obviously, you know, some people are just not that naturally explosive, and then they'll go to longer distance stuff earlier. So it all depends on your body makeup a little bit. But I would say short distance stuff definitely helps with your speed if you're looking for that type of thing. Scott Black says they have GOAT in Namibia.
Oh, I was just going to say, do you know what it is?
But he put a question. He said they have GOAT in Namibia, ?
I don't know. Like here they're a big fan of, what's the cheese that's only sell here basically?
There's a place called Gouda here in South Africa.
Yeah, as well. But what's the cheese?
Cheddar. Everything is cheddar in South Africa. And it's just like, cheddar cheese. I agree.
For putting on meals and stuff, it's nice. But on your bread, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, the cheese in South Africa is a bit average. If we're going to make a video on positives and negatives, South Africa, Netherlands, why we like training in South Africa, why we like training in the Netherlands, I think that'll be an interesting video. A lot of people ask questions about why we train in South Africa, are we still in Namibia, I mean in the Netherlands, stuff like that. So I think a lot of people watch the 10K video or my 5K video and they think that we're still in the Netherlands, but we're in South Africa for now, and then we go to Namibia. And then if there's internet there, maybe we can run a live stream on like extremely low resolution, but we'll have a look to see what we can do.
There's one, do you speak Arabic, Rashid?
Do I speak, no. Does it say there?
Yeah, here. Oh, I lost it. One, here.
Do I speak Arabic? Oh, she's Arabic. Dang it. So she's not Slovenian, she's Arabic. Okay. I do not speak Arabic, sorry.
None.
That would be very cool. I would like to speak Arabic. That would be quite cool. Polar for the win, says Gurgly. Completely agree. Polar is great.
And Ollie? 30 from
Ollie,
Gauteng.
I'm 30 from Gauteng, and I'm racing the Northwest Tri-Champs. Awesome, Ollie.
Nice.
Awesome. Great to see. All the best. Good luck. I remember racing in Gauteng long time ago. Racing in altitude was always tough, always fun and hard going to Joburg and racing there. Let's have a look. Some more question. Brazil. Greetings to Paulo Silva from Brazil. I love it when people have Silva surname. Good job. Question here. I don't have the best financial situation for membership, but good coaching is definitely worth a donation sometimes.
Let us know. If you have any questions, just message us and we'll
If
try
anyone
to
has
help
any
you out.
questions, sometimes I just answer them on Instagram, my Instagram handle.
Unless it gets like a lot.
Yeah, not like training. I don't want to be training people off Instagram or that thing. But if you're looking for like a basic question or something, you can hit me
Go
up
ahead.
At RD_Murray. And Rachel, do you know what your Instagram handle name is?
I think it's just Rachel Clammer.
At Rachel Clammer.
Let me actually
for
double
her
check.
Instagram handle. If you can go ahead and obviously follow us on Instagram.
Rachel Clammer, just simply plain.
That would be super cool. So if you follow us on YouTube, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well. I post storylines every day almost, so some cool stuff on there. It's almost like live stream every day.
I'm a little bit scared to drop my phone, so I should just start using my old phone on the bike, because I'm always scared to drop my phone on the bike. That's why I don't never post stories.
Yeah, you got to be in the wind here. I was taking videos with a GoPro today, and the wind was blowing pretty strong from the side, and I was thinking, I must need a rock here. So if I crash for YouTube, then, so be it. But got to be careful. Before the Olympics, we've got to be careful. Luke, next live stream, I'll try and beg my dad so I can donate. Go ahead and do that, Luke.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. We just...
Richard, don't do it. I'm like, do it.
Poor little kitty. He's like, do it.
Do it.
That's cool.
Is a question... JVD, do you think not having a big budget can be a problem for turning pro?
Depends on where you're from, to be honest, and if you're lucky. Like your parents had to do quite a bit when you were young because you had to go overseas races and stuff, but I was based in the Netherlands. I was lucky to be in a sponsor team, and voila, like things happened. So it really depends on it. For you, it was more difficult than for me.
It depends on what country you come from. Big hammer here, but if you come from an African country, the chances of you having to rely on your parents or rely on a big sponsor of some sort to be able to make you to get overseas to race in Europe and those things, it is a deal breaker. So luckily my parents literally half bankrupt themselves sometimes to get me overseas to Europe. I remember some parts we were getting somewhere and the credit cards were like bouncing pretty much just to get a rental car. So there's been a lot of hectic things happen over the years, and so to have my parents there backing me from day one is something that you really, really need as a South African. I think overseas in a lot of other countries you have a lot more of a bigger organization body, people that can help you out, a lot more expertise, better coaching, a lot of different things. So I would definitely say it's good if you can somehow to get out and just to explore the world. It's very, very good, and that's what triathlon gives you, which is very cool. I hope that answers the questions. Good job. Seeing that you did such a good donation, we'll ask all your questions tonight.
Phil, how warm was it at your location over the day? Well, today it was hot. Today it was close to like 34s, I think.
Today was very hot. Today was very hot. We had to spread our training. We saw last night it was quite hot, so we tried to run in the morning when it's the coolest of the day. Then we swam during the middle of the day when it was hottest, and then in the evening we went for a ride. So we literally came back. We haven't had dinner. We actually
it's
have
still 26 degrees, and it's like 8:30. So
the air conditioner is pumping here to try and keep us cool. But it's preparing us for Windhoek, so it was pretty warm, 35 degrees or something. Let's have a look here. A question from Grant Manley. I love watching triathlon videos, especially when SA Boykie like you is representing them. Good luck with your training, guys. You guys make an awesome and inspiring team. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Grant. Great comment. Another question from Chris van Lent.
No, he says how much his time was.
It was 1 hour 40.
Nice.
Congratulations, Congrats. Luke. I mean, sorry, Chris. Sorry, Luke. Keep on saying Luke.
Because he's the next
Chris,
one.
because Luke is the next one. But congratulations.
No, that's nice.
That's cool. It's great to see people coming straight off there, running straight to
next
watching
time,
the live
under
streams.
140. 139.
Luke, please, next time, if you go and do it, if you have any questions on running or those things and stuff, I'm more than willing to answer them. Luke, Chris will break Kibikwat Kandi's world record. Go, Chris. Cool.
Nice.
Mia AP, is that true that you need to have a high cadence to run fast? The trainer said once to me that I don't understand why, although I have not always tried to run it high, but it is hard. I think
It depends on the person also.
It depends on your length. So obviously the taller you are, you can have a slower cadence. If you're really short to run fast, you do need a long cadence. I mean, a higher frequency or higher cadence, because you need to travel a further distance. Still relevant to how tall you are probably, and then to your body mechanics.
Well, I know some runners with a super high cadence, and I know runners like you which don't have a really high cadence. So I think it depends on it, but yeah, it's probably more usual to go to towards a higher cadence than a very low cadence.
Yeah, I think somewhere in usually like 90 to 100 or 93 to kind of 100 when you're racing for a lot of elite. That is kind of like the elite range of running. Some people can obviously run over that. Some people can run slightly under that, but kind of over 90 to 100 is kind of the ballpark a little bit, and that does take time to get used to, I think.
Yeah.
Do you have a funny question there,
No,
Rach?
I see one, and I
Williams,
feel for him.
Rachel's 10K attempt, yes, would definitely watch full half. Need full cameraman on the bike again from 150K ride. So that was my dad that was on the motorbike. In case somebody wrote a question and said,
yeah, did you randomly
give your GoPro to a guy on a motorbike? No, that was my parents. We were meeting them for lunch. So in the film, I just posted it recently now, 150K ride. If anyone wants to go and see that video, it's not doing particularly well, but not all the videos are winners.
No,
You start somewhere, and the channel is growing slowly. I want to make a video. Well, I said I'd make a video on how much the channel made in the last year from last year. Rachel doesn't think it's a great idea. But it's kind of nice to show everyone how YouTube works a little bit, and kind of the learnings around that, something different. Here's a question from Jocks Metcalf. I watched the Rio Olympics race yesterday. It was so much more fun now that I've been watching your channel. You both are the best.
Oh, that's good. And maybe give some insights in, like, it's not just racing, but what happens before and afterwards.
No, yeah, that's what I like about YouTube. It's not just like, on Instagram or on Twitter or those things. You just put something out there, and all you see is something that athletes want you to see. I mean, on our YouTube channel, there's going to be things that we probably shouldn't post to a degree, or something that we think, oh, this won't make me look cool. Like, I don't care. I mean, it's just us, and it's just life, and I think that's what you're going to see on the channel. And
it's not fake. It's reality.
No, it's reality.
Reality TV.
This is reality. Well, we've got something cool we want to do with the van store next year. Yeah. We want to get a van, and we want to put cameras in the van and do like a...
from race to race, and travel and race, and travel and race.
Travel all over Europe and make some awesome kind of...
That was actually our plan for this year, but everything got moved another year. But who knows? We'll have other plans next year again.
Yeah, next year might be even wilder. I don't know. Oh, Andrew Murray's online. My brother.
Yeah.
Haha. If everyone wants to know, Andrew, I've got two brothers, Andrew and Colin Murray, and one of them is on the live stream this evening. So I saw you today on the motorbike, Andrew. You came past us when it was pretty hot this morning already.
We almost ran out of sunscreen.
Yeah, we almost ran out of sunscreen, Andrew. So you got to bring the sunscreen back, because I'm going to be, this white boy here gets burnt so quickly. It's so this is white.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Reese, Jared, what is Rachel's 5K PB?
Probably like 16:15 or something.
16:15.
16:19.
I think Rachel can run under 16 minutes for 5K, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna make a video of Rachel doing it.
I'll try. I'm probably gonna try this year. Yeah.
I think this year maybe she'll try. And in South Africa, at the end of this year, I wanted to try and go and break.
Can you go a little bit up? Because I was actually laughing because you missed the question.
Yeah.
Here, Joseph Kubiak. Any pointers on the hip pain? I did 17 miles last night and I started around 14. Sorry, I don't yet. I did something very similar like 2.5 weeks ago, and I also have a sore hip. So I'm going to try to figure that out for you within the next week.
So hip pain, Joseph, I would say a lot of the time is related to hip flexors. So if you can go ahead and stretch your hip flexors, just Google hip flexor stretches, or literally your quads or your lower back, your glutes. everything gets really tight in your hips and kind of rotate your hips a little bit, or put it out of sync. Usually what you can, and then usually that can strain a muscle in your hips. So try and go and see a chiro, or try and go and see a physio, or somebody who knows what the problem might be. Don't continue running until you crack your hips, or until the problem comes. You got to go and try and get it checked out as soon as you can. Get on top of it. Running things get nasty very fast. So.
And Trickypedia is asking no Holton races here. Well, we're not saying no.
No Holton race? Well, maybe we'll do.
Who knows?
Misschien.
Ah, goed zo.
Hey?
Yeah,
maybe we'll come back to Holton. I think, look here, when is Rachel releasing merchandise? I told you someone was going to ask about it.
The thing is,
told you.
I've started something fun a while ago, but I haven't finished it yet. I will have if you continue this, I'll have a look if I can show them what I was starting to do.
You got some water left there.
Yeah, you want some water?
And
I should
I'm thirsty. We're gonna go for another 10 minutes, everybody, or 5 or 10 minutes with a few questions. So hang your question down. We're already at 45 minutes. So
I'll give you a sneak preview of something I was making. But yeah, I'd never finished it.
Yeah, we got to. Rachel's made some merchandise. I still need to make some more merchandise. If anyone wants to. Drinking out the already cup here. This one is for sale. I think there should be one here as well, just kind of in the pinned on top of the thing. Yeah, you can see some of the merchandise. But yeah, we're gonna make some more merch. Let everyone knows what you want to see. Should I put my 10K picture of me running on a T-shirt?
Okay. This. Oh, now wait. This direction. Ah, it's black and white. Perfect. You can't even see it. So we're kind of making like a type of cartoon, like funny character out of ourselves, but I kind of didn't discontinue that. But who knows? I'll pick it up again.
Yeah, we'll get some Rachel Carmen merchandise is coming out shortly. Don't worry. Wow, there's so many. Okay, let's have a look. I've got to figure out where the comments are.
Check the oven, so our food is not going to be burned.
Go check the oven, Rach. I'm going to take over. I'll sit in the middle of the screen here. And let's take a look to see here some more questions. You're the best. Awesome. Thank you. Once again, thanks. Good job for the €2.94 or €2.25. I think that's about it. That's more or less the end of the questions. Oh, okay, here's a couple more questions. Ollie, let's go back up here.
Fruit sponsorship sounds good.
Fruit sponsorship.
I make smoothies basically every day.
Rachel makes so many smoothies.
It's nice when you come back from a long run and it's warm, or any type of run or bike and it's warm.
So here's there's a French person. If everyone can write on which country they're from down in the comments, because last time we did it, and which was the country that was from the most? Was it like? I think it was Canada. I think Canada was the winner last time, so write down in the comments which country you're from. It's always cool to see where people are from. A lot of Dutchies as well. I've seen there's quite a few Dutchies online.
Yeah.
A couple South Africans as well.
Belgiums. Goedenavond vanuit Luik. Oh, and Trickypedia. Are you going to do a long distance race in future? Thanks for asking the question that way and not asking, are you going to step up? I don't know, like just putting it out there. I really dislike the question. Are you going to step up? Like, you're not going to ask Usain Bolt to go and run an Ironman, a marathon. It's just something different. And yeah, Richard usually says, no, I'm not going to go long. I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to say no. I would love to do the swimming and the running part, like long distance. But the cycling, just the training for it, just the very long rides. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna enjoy that much. Looking at my training, it probably suits me better than the really short stuff. That's the difficult thing. But yeah, we'll see.
Long distance stuff has its place. Maybe we're feeling more short distance. We're just signed on something.
We're old, but not old enough yet.
No, we'll get there. I'm getting some grey hairs, so if you see some grey hairs in the videos, 32 years old. Rachel's 30, so we're not the youngest chickens out there. But yeah, we'll take what we can get. Paul Williams, I miss going to WTS events and collecting autographs. Oh no, Paul. I think I know who Paul is. Paul's
Yeah.
outside all the hotels and we do sign all the autographs. We miss you, Paul. We miss you. We see you at every race.
Well, hopefully next year again.
Hopefully this year.
Although I don't know
Again.
when Leeds is supposed to happen, but that one is going to be tricky,
Leeds?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, in the UK. Ooh,
Yeah,
that might be
that's gonna
tricky.
tricky.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
There's a question from Amit. It's a good idea to train most of the time on the indoor train. Is it? I would say not really. Indoor trainer has its place, I think, but you're very fixed. I noticed when you cycle on the indoor trainer, your hips, you don't rock at all. So you're sitting very fixed on the trainer. And a lot of people get very, very stiff hips because they're not standing as much. They're seated. So you get very, very tight hips.
Yeah, it makes you strong. Like sometimes I like to ride indoors, especially when it's like super windy or cold outside. Or when I'm here and we're just not gonna go for a ride just for safety reasons. So I think it can make you strong, but you also lose the feeling of like corners and stuff. So I would definitely alternate it.
Yeah.
Go outside whenever possible, but indoor is better than not. Like,
yeah,
if you have to choose between.
I think if it's winter, and you have another option, or look at Lionel Sanders. Lionel Sanders is a beast on the bike.
Exactly.
He never rides outside.
Yeah.
So
I think it really depends on your body and the type of distance you do, and if it's technical or not.
Yeah.
So.
There's a question from Ollie. How do I get a sponsor as a junior in South Africa? That is a very good question. If you know the answer, you can let me know.
Oh.
No.
No. Yeah, you should make a video on that.
Currently, well, I'm going to make a video on, I don't know if anyone would be keen to see it, but sponsorship, how to make money doing triathlon. I think that will be a cool one. I'm not saying that I have all the, like, when I make the videos, I'm not saying that I have all the answers. I'm just giving my opinion. So if you disagree with it, more than welcome to write down what you think about it. Always happy to more information. Googly, thoughts about the Norwegian boys, Blumenfeld, Eden and Storners. You spelled Eden's surname wrong, but that's fine. No, they're amazing athletes. I've been racing them for many, many years. Lots of respect. So Christian Blumenfeld just posted a video recently, about an hour ago. So if anyone wants to go and see that, go and check that out. And yeah, I think I was wondering when he was going to make another video of Blumenfeld, because he was very quiet for quite a while. So it was good to see him posting another video. I love watching their videos. He's hilarious. I think him and Eric Lagerstrom are great, but no, they're great athletes. Much respect there, and I think that's about it.
Good job is asking, how many hours a week did you train when you just began to do triathlons? Different, because when I started doing triathlon, I'd probably do 1 or 2 sessions a day, like because I still was going to school. So, for example, swim in the morning before school, and then if I had time, I would go for a bike or a run in the afternoon, or just only do 1 session after school. I don't know what you did. I didn't count my hours. Really.
No, I wasn't counting. I think triathlons become very professional very quickly, is how I feel. And I remember the guys back, in the day, they would do 31 minutes for a 10K, and that would be the winning run time. And that was when I started, racing. I thought, well, I can run a 31 maybe. And so that's kind of how I thought about it. And it was more like training 1 session a day when I started. And doing a couple of, well, obviously swimming much less, and I was almost running every day and biking, and there would be odd swimming here and there. But I think not to be too serious when you're too young. Have fun. Make sure if you can work on what you're bad at. I know no one wants to do it as a kid.
That's the thing, having fun.
When you're a kid, you want to have fun, but if you want to become a professional triathlete, you can one day if you're a good athlete. So it's tricky. It's a tricky balancing act, but
it's difficult because it's like, on one side we're saying have fun, and on the other hand we're saying work on what you're bad at. But even that can be fun because you can see big improvements. And
if you join others, you'll have more fun.
Yeah.
So, not now during Corona. Maybe that's a bad statement. But
work together.
Work together at a distance. 2020, 2021. That's the.
You can still go for a run with someone, and one runs on the other side of the street, and one on the other one, and
that's
still
true.
Chat from a distance.
That's true. France. Oh, here's everyone with the comments of the countries they're from. Chile for a while. That's quite a few comments. South Africa, MC, Belgium, France, Spain. I think that's Spain. Chile, Spain, Great Britain, UK,
Belgium.
Portugal, Spain. Wow. Thanks everyone. Awesome to see where everyone's from. We're gonna do 2 or 3 more questions, and we're gonna shoot out.
Dinner time at 9
My
p.m.
brother says, haha, yo, it was hot. Hey, was on the bike for a good few hours. Super hot. Away and
it
was very hot. Leo, after the crisis, if you go to Limburg, will there be a way to have a bike meetup? Sure.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Absolutely.
Only, if I'm allowed to be in the EU for long enough, hopefully I'll get down to Limburg.
If someone knows how to stay longer.
If anyone knows for a British citizen how you can stay longer in Europe for this year, if you can write down
Longer
the
than
comments.
3 months.
Longer than 3 months. That would be great information for me to know because I'm trying to figure out how to do that because Brexit has completely screwed my year a bit this year so far.
Adopt you.
If somebody wants to adopt me from Europe, please go ahead and do that. I don't know if my parents will like that, but we'll work something out. The try hour. One thing I've learned from triathlon is to have a fancy coffee machine as expensive as tri bike. 100%. I think my coffee machine here and my one in the Netherlands together is probably worth the same as my bike. About.
Yeah.
But yeah, completely agree. Yeah. Good coffee machine, best investment, then buy a drone.
I know, it makes you happy, so.
You got to be happy, yeah. So yeah. Don't send it too hard on the coffee machine, but yeah, send it pretty hard. Question from Martino. I'm a very big fan. I've watched every of your videos.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much for watching. If everyone online thanks for everyone who's tuned in. We're going to end it off here. I'm going to pick one question, one more. Which one should we do? Clement.
Yeah, big one. Okay, two
more
questions.
Two more questions, that's it. Clement, question from Clement in pink. Regarding your answer about becoming a pro, just go for it. Which would be the first steps you'd take in that direction? Equipment, coach, something else?
Coach. Equipment, equipment is equipment, but I believe that if you're a really good athlete, at the end, the type of bike or the type of running shoes, it is not as important as all the training you spend.
I think people get really fixed up on gear and stuff. I won a World Series race on a girl's bike that someone lent to me 2 hours before a race. So,
at the end, it's your body.
If you're fit and you have the best fitness that you can be, that will beat any equipment.
Yeah.
So I would say equipment. Obviously, equipment is.
It's nice, but it's nice
to have. But
make you good athlete.
I also said I'd only ever get a power meter when someone sponsored me.
And it's off again.
I think that's
a sign.
That's a sign that the live stream. Let's just try and see if we can get one more live stream out of this for tonight.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, let's do half an hour. So we're almost on an hour live stream now. So we're going to cut it. This is the longest ever. I said we'd do it short, but it's going a bit long.
Yeah.
So the last question here from VM Janssen and Rainsberg. Great to see.
Oh.
Dang it. Rip camera. Yeah, it's the second.
Another one then.
This is the last one. This is an hour. This is getting out of control here. Let's have a look. Where's this question? I think we're just going to take another one.
Because
we've lost the other one. Sorry about that one. Gregory, Northern France. You're both welcome in my home and family. Awesome.
Maybe he can adopt you.
You can adopt me. Adopt me, Gregory. No.
No.
This is getting weird.
I'll explain why. In case someone missed it, we were just joking about how to get him in Europe for longer than 3 months.
Yeah. So good night, everyone. Please go ahead, subscribe to the channel immediately. That's an order, or I'll steal your cat. And like this live stream. So this might be the last live stream for here in South Africa. Well, it is, I think. Hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great evening. And
I'm gonna miss it here.
Yeah.
Sorry, random statement.
No, I think we're both gonna miss it here. It's been good to be here. So weird though, because it's like I've been here, but I've missed the part of seeing my friends and stuff. And so it's been tricky. It's been a tricky one. But yeah, great to have everyone to chat to at least a little bit every now and then on the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great evening. Cheers.
Sleep well. Sleep is important.
Sleep is good for recovery. Should I
Last tip.
Bang the camera?
Yeah.
Bang!